Welcome to Peter Gaming Store, where today we're diving into the spine-chilling world of horror in gaming. Whether it's the thrill of a jump scare or the eerie ambiance that keeps you on edge, horror games have captivated players with their ability to evoke fear. So, grab your flashlight and let's explore what makes horror games so terrifyingly unforgettable. Let's start with a quick look back at the origins of horror in video games. The genre has evolved significantly since its early days. One of the earliest examples is Haunted House on the Atari 2600, which, despite its primitive graphics, set the stage for future horror games by immersing players in a spooky, mysterious environment. Fast forward to the 90s, and we see the release of Resident Evil, a game that redefined the genre. Created by Capcom, it introduced the concept of survival horror, combining a tense atmosphere with limited resources, which kept players constantly on edge. The fixed camera angles and pre-rendered backgrounds created a claustrophobic feeling that was new to many gamers at the time. Following in its footsteps was Silent Hill, a game by Konami that brought a psychological twist to horror. Unlike Resident Evil, which focused on zombie outbreaks, Silent Hill delved into the darker corners of the human psyche. Its fog-covered streets and disturbing imagery left players questioning their own sanity. As technology progressed, so did horror. Games like Amnesia, The Dark Descent, and Outlast utilized first-person perspectives to enhance immersion. Being trapped in a derelict asylum or a nightmarish world, players felt vulnerable and powerless, heightening the fear factor. Today, horror games continue to evolve, blending traditional scares with new mechanics. Resident Evil Village combines classic survival horror with modern graphics and gameplay elements, while Dead by Daylight introduces asymmetrical multiplayer horror, pitting survivors against a killer in a deadly game of cat and mouse. So, what makes a horror game truly terrifying? There are several key elements. 1. Atmosphere. The setting is crucial. Dark, gloomy environments with unsettling sounds create a sense of dread. Think of the eerie silence of an abandoned hospital or the oppressive fog of a haunted town. 2. Storytelling. A gripping narrative adds depth to the horror. Games that weave a compelling story with mysterious lore or personal stakes engage players more deeply, making the scares more impactful. 3. Gameplay mechanics. Limited resources, such as ammo and health, force players to think strategically. The feeling of being constantly under threat intensifies the horror experience. 4. Psychological horror. Not all scares come from monsters or gore. Psychological horror taps into fears of the unknown and the unseen, creating a sense of unease that lingers long after the game is turned off. 5. Jump scares and tension. While jump scares are often criticized, when used sparingly and effectively, they can heighten tension and deliver a jolt that makes the experience memorable. The impact of horror games extends beyond just the players. They've inspired countless fan theories, creative fan art, and even real-world events like horror-themed escape rooms. The emotional responses these games provoke are a testament to their power to entertain and terrify. In conclusion, horror games are a unique blend of storytelling, atmosphere, and gameplay that taps into our deepest fears. Whether it's the dread of a shadowy figure lurking just out of sight or the terror of running out of ammo in a dark corridor, these games have a way of keeping us on the edge of our seats. Thanks for joining us on this spine-tingling journey through horror and gaming. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on our latest content. And tell us in the comments, what's your favorite horror game and why? Until next time, stay brave and keep gaming.